Alright guys, Bambino back here with another X-Plane 11 in VR flight. Today we're going for a CAT-01 certification on PilotEdge. Simple flight from Oceano to New Cuyama. It's all untowered, but you still have to talk to CTAF to make sure people know where the hell you are in the airspace. So we're going to be doing that and using GPS to get there. Flight's all checked out, checklist all checked out. We'll do a run up, and then we'll take off. Just going to show you here real quick. We're going to take off, turn to the east, and then get back on track and use GPS to stay in this valley and go right into New Cuyama, into the path, so, or into the pattern, and we should be good to go. So let's get rolling here. All right, so I'm 2270, and I got to keep the COM 2 on 121.5 according to the instructions to make sure I know what the hell's going on. Anyway, so here we go. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, taxiing from transient parking to runway 29 Oceano. All right. When we get to the run up, I'll show you my flight plan and stuff. Not a very long flight. I think it's going to be maybe about 30 minutes, something like that. So, got a plane over there. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, crossing runway 29 Oceano. Let's get across here before he runs up. All right. Got enough gas. All right, so let's park here and we'll show you my flight plan. All right, pull this up here. Where the hell is it? Boom. All right, so we got flight plan. I gotta load it in, don't I? There, enter. There's our flight plan. So we're going L52, which is Oceano, 3.11, that's our corner, that's our little vector to the right there, and then to LA88, which is New Cuyama, 48 nautical miles total. All right, that's good to go. Let's get that down. Got all our frequencies set. We've got 122.7, that's where we are now, 122.9. is New Cuyama, and 121.5 is the FAA requirement according to the instructions of doing this CAT-5 certification. So obviously a drone because he's not talking, so we're not listening, not hearing anything from him. All right, get our parking brake on. Wait for him to clear. He's gone. But it's good left, right and left. Good. All right. Do our run up real quick. Get to 1800. Right magneto. Good. Left magneto. Good. Doors and close and lock, seatbelts on, ailerons working fine, and assume the elevators are working because I can't see them. Rudders are working fine. Let's lower this down. Gas on both. Trim set to takeoff. Flaps up. Flight plan in. Radio set. All good to go. All right. So we're going to climb to 4,000. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, departing runway 29, departing the pattern east, altitude 4,000, Oceano. Okay, that's our intention. Basically, we don't have to say anything else for another, we're 10 miles away from New Cuyama, so here we go. And we are off. I'm going to have to put the CDI to GPS. Maybe, oh, it already is. Okay, good. All right, 70 knots and rotate. Keep it at 80. We're going to use autopilot the whole way. Somebody way up there. Get out over the ocean and we can make our turn. Okay. Turn our nav. What I could do is put the vertical speed on. Six. And then this plane should just go up by itself. Ooh. Oops. Sorry. Wanted on GPS. I just did the wrong thing there. All right. So we're gaining altitude. We're getting back on the GPS track here. Should start to turn left here. Ortho looks beautiful. Really does. Check our frame rate. Nice, 36, 37. I'm happy with that. Anything above 30, I'm happy with. And I have anti-aliasing bumped up to 40. Sorry, to 4x in X-Plane. And also, turns out that you also really need to have it running in the FlyInside too. I have that at 4x. And that improves things and seems to improve things in the headset. So, any event, things are looking good. There's that patch over there of ortho that didn't work out very well. Looks like a snow-capped mountain in the Southern California, but that's okay. All right. Should be picking up our GPS right here. We're still climbing up. Cool. Get ourselves centered here. Oops. All right. Not sure why I'm not picking that up. That's weird. Oh, I know why. I don't have the autopilot on nav. That's why. Usually something simple. I'm saying to myself, why isn't it on the GPS track? It's because the autopilot's not on nav. Now it's going to go back this way. Now it should go back that way. And slowly pick up the leg. Yeah, that ortho looks awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna download the ortho for Hawaii. It's another 15 tiles. So that's probably about 80 gig. I don't know. I'm running out of space on my SSD. I've got a 500 gig SSD and I've got 200 gig left on it. I think I've got 120 gig worth of ortho just for Southern California and parts of the Northeast. So I've got all the PilotEdge green covered. So that's really what I wanted. But I think if I go beyond that, I'm going to have to invest in a hard drive, like a 7200 RPM hard drive. But we'll see. But in any event, I am liking this ortho. It looks great in VR. It really does. So nice. Get a lot of questions about. The biggest question I get from people is, what is it like in VR? And it's, I'm actually going to do a video on that because I get that question so much. I just want to be able to basically give people a link to the video so I could just say it once. It's stunning up close. In the cockpit, it's amazing, especially once you really get used to it. It's like you kind of forget you have a headset on. In the distance, as things go out further, it gets blurry. It's like sort of like out of focus a little bit, right? It's not like you would see in real life where if you look 10 miles out, you can get some sense of focus. Because you've got a limited pixel density in the headset, way out there is going to be limited. But you could do things like this where you can, where's my cursor? Where you can zoom and see things pretty nicely. Like I could see that. Looks like a reservoir right there. So, you do have that ability to zoom and increase the granularity, which is cool. So that's basically what it is. It's, up close is really well defined, easy to read. The way I have things set up, very easy to read. But as you get further, well, I'm going a little high here. Hold on, altitude. Let's go back down. See, I'm talking here, and I'm above where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be at 4,000, so hopefully I don't fail. And I gotta check my mixture, get my EGT up, and my fuel flow in the green. Okay. Let's get us down to 4,000, then I'll hit the altitude button and lock it in at 4. Anyway, I was chatting away there, and now we're doing 125 knots. Sorry, we'll just get there quicker. Let's get it down to 4,000. And then we'll lock it in. Boom. Right there. Okay. Perfect. 6 minutes to our first turn. On our way to New Cuyama. 10 miles out, we'll have to announce that we're entering the downwind. And then we'll have to do our pattern into runway 28. Let me just check my mixture here. Good. Okay, humming along at 110 or 115. That's fine. So yeah, I wanted to get this in before I send my Rift away back to California. I got to get a new Rift because the horizontal tilting problem is back. So I'm going to go through the RMA and get a new Rift. Unfortunately, I'll be out without it probably for about a week, which means I'll probably be doing things like FSW. I'll do maybe some American Truck Simulators, some TSW, so we'll kind of get back into some of the other games and give X-Plane a little bit of a rest for a while here. Oops. Pull back on the throttle a little bit. So I'm going to miss my Rift. But that's okay. I got to do it. Got to get a new one. So, but while we're doing this, let's check out our the airport we're going to be going to here. So let's see, airports, Cuyama. So this is New Cuyama. So we're going to be entering this way. So what we'll do is we'll come in this like this. We'll enter the downwind, and then here we'll do our. Come out here. We'll come out here and do our left base. And then we'll do our final into 28, okay? It's pretty simple. Show you New Cuyama here. We're going to be coming in, again, this way right here. And this is our path right here. So we'll come like that into runway 28. Pretty straightforward. All right, we're coming up to our first turn here. Checking out the beautiful California scenery. Got a little bit of cloud cover above us. I put that in just so it's easier to see other traffic when you've got the clouds there as a background. As I mentioned in VR, things out there are a bit fuzzy. You can see them, but it's just a little out of focus. So it's good to have the clouds there so you can see other aircraft if you need to. All right, so I'm going to switch over to 122.9 and make sure I got my COM 2 on for
November 707 Charlie Papa, Los Angeles, center climb and maintain flight level 230.
That's frequency 121.5.
Archer 41 Juliet, contact Santa Barbara Tower 119.7.
Which the instructions say you need to be tuned to. So
4203 SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 2988, descend to maintain 11,000.
Just for compliance, I'm tuned. So 122.9 is New Cuyama, so I'm set up for that when I'm 10 miles out. One thing I wanted to talk about was you see that little iPad over there. It says Patreon supporters on it. I set up a new thing on my Patreon page. If you'd like, there's a level for contributing.
Archer 6641 Juliet, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 7, clear to land, wind 170 at 7.
Where you can get your name on that iPad, all right? So whenever I'm flying this plane, this Cessna 172, the Bambino, you can see my logo up there. Your name will be on that iPad, as long as you're a supporter, okay? So check out my Patreon page. It's Bambino Games at Patreon Bambino Games. It's really a contribution or a sponsorship, if you will. It'd be great to see, but not necessary. Just there to help defray some of the costs of production and stuff. So in any event, that's my new Patreon thing. Everything looking good. About to make our turn here. All right, just about to pick up the leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's the new leg. It'll turn purple, and we will start to make our turn. No hands. Now this GPS you kind of have to help out a little bit. It doesn't, it kind of like wobbles. I just help it out a little bit. Getting it on the right track, and then it should just straighten out. We got 21 miles to go. Like I said, pretty quick flight. So one thing I have to get into is radio navigation and using timing. I mean, what if your GPS fails, right? You got to get somewhere. So you can't, I mean, I have 2 GPSs in here, but you still want to be able to navigate the old-fashioned way, the World War II way, if you will. So I'm going to be focusing on learning how to do that, just to improve my piloting skills. So it's a nice mountain ridge right there. All right, so we know where we're going. What is the altitude of this airport? That's a good question. Information, altitude, 34.9. All right, 35 feet, so that's not too bad. Frequencies, we got that, 122.9. Runway, we know it's 28 and 10. No procedures. No FOP. We already looked at that, so we know we're coming in at 28. Cool. Back to maps. What we'll do is we'll switch it over to shaded relief, so you guys can see what that looks like.
Last aircraft calling SIGINT. Number 2822 Kilo Fox Tower on our left, downwind, runway 24, clear to land.
As long as they're not talking to me. All right, so I got my radio set. Everything's in the green. Everything's looking good. $16 miles out. Now I gotta be honest with you, this is the second time I've tried this. The first time I tried it, when I got to 10 miles out, I didn't have my frequency set properly. I had it on Oceano, and I made the call. And when I was 10 miles out, obviously nobody heard me. I didn't even bother to try to claim it. I just did it again because I want to do it right. So this time I'm going to do it right. Gotta love that ortho. I tell you, it took a while and it takes up space, but it makes a huge difference. Look at the frame rates, man. 45. I mean, I know there's no structure. 40. It seems to me that the frame rates have gone up since I put the ortho in. It just seems to me that that's happened. Like I was in San Diego Airport flying around there, and I was still getting like a 35, 36. So it's weird. I just think it's, you know, I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with that. Let's see if we can binocular, and there's our airport right there. See it? That's New Cuyama right there. Okay, we're coming to 12 miles out. So we're actually going to be, once we get to 10, I'm going to be moving a bit to the south, just to get to the left of the runway, so I can do my pattern in. So let me just center VR there. Every once in a while you got to do that. So we're at 11. To 2.9. Good. We're on the right frequency. New Cuyama traffic. Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, 10 miles west at 4,000, entering left downwind runway 28, full stop, New Cuyama. Okay. We just made our announcement that we are coming in. So we're going to have to, again, we're going to have to move a little bit to the left here. I mean to the right. Or south, really. That looks cool, like that river. We got a little bit of a ways, and we want to start moving down. So I'm going to put it on. Start going down a little bit here.
6641, yet join Charlie to the ramp. Remain this frequency.
Start to descend. See where our airport's right there. I could see it right there. Okay, good. All right, now we just go into our pattern calls. So pretty simple. I think it's time to take it off the autopilot. I got the plane. Let's get our mixture in. And
2822 Kilo taxi to parking on Alpha, remain this frequency.
So far, so good. In full compliance. I'm in full compliance. If you ever saw the movie Fargo, Steve Buscemi, when he gets pulled over by the cop, I'm in full compliance. I'm in full compliance. It's a great movie. All right, New Cuyama in sight. So we're going to go full stop, right? That's what we're doing. So when we get a little closer here, we're going to be entering the downwind, or left downwind. Oops. Give ourselves enough space. So we're 4 miles out, 4.5 miles out.
Airflot 4203, contact SoCal approach 119.6. Or 1708 Bravo, say aircraft type. Or 1708 Bravo, squawk 1612, departure on 134.2. Airflot 4203, SoCal approach, Palomar altimeter 2990, turn left heading 110 vector Lindbergh.
Vector Lindbergh.
Airflot 4203, left turn heading 110 vector Lindbergh. Airflow 4203 negative.
All right, so we got some nice distance from the runway there, running parallel. Nice and smooth. I'm going to set our... I could probably set the heading, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good here. I think that bug is going to help me just fine. New Cuyama traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, left downwind runway 28, full stop, New Cuyama. Runway 28. All right, we're parallel to the runway. Looking good altitude-wise. See, that's one of the differences in VR. Like, I can tell my height. I have a good sense of height. So, I mean, yes, you want to use the altimeter, but if I have sight, if I can see, I have really no problem knowing how high I am. Like, I would say, like, right now I'm about, maybe about 600 feet. Okay, we're going to fly a little bit further. So we're about 2 miles out this way, and then we'll turn our left base turn.
-211 contact Oakland Center 127.45. Good day.
I gotta turn him off. New Cuyama, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, left base, runway 28, full stop, New Cuyama. That's how you do it. Get flaps to 10. And that should be perpendicular. Yep. Okay. New Cuyama traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, final runway 28, full stop, New Cuyama. Okay, now we can turn final. Flaps to 20. Get ourselves lined up. It's a small runway. But no obstacles. So, as they say in what's that movie? What the hell's the name of that movie? One with George Clooney. By the Coen brothers. Now, let me just land the plane. Oh, brother, where art thou? The obstacles. All right. Look at that little bit of oasis in the middle of nowhere. That is New Cuyama. Now, hopefully, I pass if I can land this plane and pull off the runway and announce that I've cleared the runway, and then I'm done. 80 knots. It's a long runway. And there's a tree in the middle of it. All right. Flaps up. Just let the plane roll. Tether the brakes a little bit. Don't want to hit the trees in the middle of the runway. Guys, you got to clean the trees up. Look at that. That's an ortho problem, I think. Or maybe it's an autogen problem. All right, here we go. New Cuyama traffic, Skyhawk 328, Tango Delta, clear runway 28, taxi into transient parking, New Cuyama. And that's how you do that. Now we're going to have to wait here a little bit to make sure our flight gets registered. Set our brake. And that's it. Hopefully we just completed the... Oh, set the brake. And that's it. Hopefully we just completed the CAT-01. Pretty sure we did. I think we did everything correctly. But yeah, that was so fun. So next thing will be CAT-2, which is a little bit more involved. So we're going to be flying from here to St. Louis, and you got to talk to the tower when you get there to get clearance to land and stuff. So that's a little bit more work with ATC, which is good. Coming along. Really enjoying PilotEdge, and hope this is helpful to you guys too. So, all right. So it appears, just checking the PilotEdge board, that we have arrived. So the flight was registered. Now I just want to check and see if I passed. Let's check that out. All right, well, I just checked, and congratulations, I just passed CAT-1. Awesome. All right, so that's the first step. Again, it was a simple flight, one that you have to do to move up the ratings. So next will be CAT-2, be training for that. That'll probably be after I get my new Rift. But that was fun. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you like what you saw today. You have to, because I passed. Don't forget to subscribe to Bambino Games for more X-Plane 11 in VR on PilotEdge. Have a great day, guys.